"Hey Megan, it's Eric. I saw your video and I'm replying." And yeah, um, so I have a huge list to reply to your list because lists are cool, as you said. Um, yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay, first, your hoodie is awesome, and I wanted to sort of combat you with your awesome hoodie, and I didn't find anything. So now I'm wearing my dumb Captain America hood, which is dumb because it's just this. It's just that. Like, how do you do this? Do you understand? Are you seeing this? Because this is talent. But I was thinking we're kind of a good team because you're Link and I could be the Minish Captain America. Do you think that'll work? Do you think people will get it? I don't think people will. I hope this is going to be the screenshot now because that'll just be gold. Anyways, so, oh my gosh. Phone case, antibacterial. The minute you said it, I was like for some reason I believed it until you started doubting it, and I was like, oh, blasphemy. And now I don't know. Now I wish I had the case to the phone case so I could be like, it says it must be true, to redeem it. But no, I have no clue, but I still have never brought it to the bathroom with me, so that's something. Naruto, you should play it, even though, spoilers. But also, I don't know if you've heard, but there's going to be a Naruto movie coming out soon called Naruto the Last, and it's actually going to be the last form of Naruto ever. It's going to be after the manga finishes. Apparently, it's going to take place 2 years after the battle of Sasuke and Naruto or something, or a few years after, and it's all like trying to redeem the Hinata-Naruto relationship by giving it a sad flashback of like little Naruto promising something to Hinata, and I'm like, this isn't real. What are you doing? And then also, they're bad guys like the moon or something, because the moon is angry that humans are using chakra or something and coming down to destroy all mankind. I don't know. If you've lost hope for Naruto back then surely the movie will redeem that for you. Mortal Kombat. It's not the newest one that I have, but it does have the X-ray battle thing. You can use it. Anyone can use it anytime. We have to fill up your energy thing. But it's cool. It's very. Every time I see it, I go, oh, because it like breaks something really cool. But then like it doesn't. It doesn't stay canon because their eyes are okay and their sternum is not broken and stuff. But apparently the new one coming out, Mega Man, Mega Man, definitely Mega Man. Mortal Kombat X or 10. Apparently that's going to be beautiful. Like, I saw trailers for it and posters at GameStop, and it looks awesome. Fantasy Life. So I've been playing a bunch of it. It's just, like you said, it's kind of like an MMO where you actually can play with other people. They need to have the game as well, obviously. But you choose a starting life, as it's called. I chose Archer, and you start out in like an attic of this landlady named Pam, and you are just on this mission to just live your life as any way you want. And you go see the king, but you can't see the king because you're not spiffy looking. And then you meet someone else who's trying to meet the king, but it's a butterfly. And the king doesn't like animals or butterflies. So the butterfly comes on to you and becomes a butter tie. So now you're spiffy, and the butterfly can see the king. And that's the premise of the game in the beginning. You can choose different lives anytime you want. Like I've been a mage, which is really cool. You like get spirits and stuff and do things with that. I've become a lumberjack. You chop down wood and sell it. I become an angler, which is a fisherman. Not a fish. It is a fish, but it's not. Yeah, you get like cute hats every job that you get. I would show you, but that I already have a lot to talk about, so that's maybe a whole separate video, or you can just buy it. It's really fun though. I know you're not over the whole MMO thing, but it's just a really good RPG. I think it's just fun. Like it doesn't ask much of you. You can do whatever you want. It's really cool. Um, Anyways, so that's Castlevania. I've never played Castlevania, as we talked about. We should totally like get like OG Castlevania, and I'll watch, of course, and you play it, and we're like, yeah or no. You know, we should like do that sometime. Next, Batman. Yes, it is the next game, Arkham Knight, that's coming out soon. Where the Red Hood is the punk, as you very nicely put it. But yeah, apparently in Arkham Origin though, you get to play as the Joker in one part, which is a thing. I think you got to play as him before. Anyways, but you get to see the whole Harley Quinn flashback, like Harleen Quinzel flashback. I have it on my computer. I watched it on YouTube a long time ago, and he's not that far yet. He doesn't play it that much. But yeah, next, White Knight Chronicle. I didn't play any more of it because Fantasy Life is my life. Yes, okay. And now we're going to talk about your stuff. Adventure Time, PB and Marceline, the Vampire Candy Kingdom. Sounds amazing. I wish I was there to read that page, because I would have been like, what? But apparently it is canon, actually. Not the comics, but apparently PB and Marceline, like the voice actress of Marceline, was all like, yeah, Pendleton Ward, is that his name? The creator was like, oh, this is real. Like, he fully said that they have dated, and then apparently, like, people, they didn't want to put it in a show because it's not, because Adventure Time airs all over the world, and homosexuality isn't legal in some states. So that's the thing. Anyways, Catbug, I really want to read it now. What? Oh my god, Catbug officially beat the horse from Bravest Warriors. I really need to read it. DNC Code, Diancie, the legendary crystal pretty thing. I've seen the thing in the email. I got an email a long time ago that said about the Gengar thing, and it also said about the DNC, Diancie, whatever. But I didn't know it was like now. Oh no, I hope it's not too late, because I really freaking want it. The Pokemon demo. I got an email with the code in it somehow. I'm not sure how, but it happened. And I went through the first mission thing. I don't know. I'm not in love, you know, but I got the shiny Glacy thingy, or I'm going to get it, I guess, because we pre-ordered Alpha and Omega and stuff, so that's cool. That's really cool about the secret missions, though. I did not know about that. It's amazing. I love things like that. Okay, what are we at time-wise? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be forever. Okay, work. Nothing horrendous happened at Tops. It was just a lot to handle stress-wise. I called in one day, my last day technically. It was just not a good night. Always like that for me for some reason. And it's a night when Josh was working. So I was like, meh. And I could not, like, it was dumb. But, so I called in and sadly never showed up ever again. Because I'm an adult. But I did do the whole, well, I was planning on doing the whole go around town applying to places, but my ankle thing happened. But you know that story. Then I went to Wedman's after applying to Holiday Inn, saw her name is Carol, I found out. Um, and I found out yesterday, my second day of the work job thing, that she did put a good word for me in, and I think she was like about 80% of the reason why I'm there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so after the video I made, the very anxious, high-strung one, I called, he set up an interview for like the next day, I think. I have it all written down, because, you know, the list. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. But apparently the job was for 2 shifts, breakfast attendant and laundry. I have experience with laundry. That's what I did for like 90% of the job. Never done breakfast stuff before. So I was like freaking out. I was like, yay, I'm dealing with more food and stuff. I don't want to do this. So I was like more excited about laundry, foreshadowing, and ironic, or whatever terms that you can say. So I went to the interview, took 15 minutes. He was very impressed that I gave him a cover letter, resume, and application that was all laminated in protective sheets. And typically, like, I do that and they don't say anything, but you're like thinking, like, this is going to be really impressive to them, but they can't say it because it's giving you too much power. First thing he said was, I'm really impressed. And also, you were 10 minutes early. I'm very impressed. I'm like, everyone gets 10 minutes early to an interview. Like, what? Anyways, I was like taken aback by that. But he was very nice. His name was Steve. He asked like a few questions, nothing too interview like, but he kind of asked like, why Holiday Inn, or do you have any plans of staying with the hotel business, with the hotel chain? And I was like, actually, I am, because Holiday Inn in Auburn was my favorite job. I would still be there if I didn't move. And I think it was mostly due to the people, but I'm pretty sure that's something that could be easily reciprocated anywhere. Like, it's the work that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed cleaning, and the environment was just very friendly and peaceful. Um, and he was like, okay. And then it seemed like I had the job, so he was like, do you have any questions? And I was like, so do I pretty much have the job? Which is so rude, and I apologized, but he was like, oh, it's okay, it's a fair question. And I was like, and he was like, no, you don't have the job. I'm seeing a few more people tomorrow, but if I don't call you by Friday, then call me if I forget. And I was like, okay. And then he called the next day and said, I was in the car. We were going to Tully's, Natasha, Josh, and I, and I answered the phone in the car, and it was so awkward. But he was like, are you still interested? And I was like, yes, I am. And he was like, can you come in tomorrow at 7 a.m.? And I was like, okay. So I wanted to start, so I put on my application, starts November 1st. But because I wanted my Halloween, you know what I mean? But sadly, I started the day before Halloween, which is fine. But he was like, just talk to a lady named Kat at the front desk, and she'll introduce you to Jody, who works in breakfast. And I was like, cool. And I went there the next day. I had to walk to catch the bus. It's a whole thing. Um, I went to the front desk. I was like, hey, I'm looking for Kat. And Kat was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And then she disappeared. She just showed me how to clock in and then disappeared. I thought I'd be with her the entire day, but nope. I met Jody, and Jody's awesome. She's like 38 years old, very open about her life, even to the guests. It's very weird and strange, but she like keeps telling people about the guys she's sleeping with and all these things. Sounds like not a very nice person, but she's actually really cool. Um, and on Halloween, when you texted me and said, there's tons of slutty Harley Quinns over here, and I was like, haha. So Jody's costume was a Harley Quinn costume. A 38-year-old woman in a Harley Quinn costume. All the guys were looking at her. I'm not even kidding. I was like, what is happening? The food is over here. Stop being thirsty for my trainer girl, woman. Um, but yeah, I am in love with my job, finally. Yeah, it's simple. Like, it's because it's a Holiday Inn Express and not a regular Holiday Inn. We don't actually like serve people. There's a buffet, so I'm like immediately relieved. But we do cook. We just put frozen things on a tray and put it in a stove or an oven and wait 10 or 15 minutes and flip it over and stuff. And we do cookies and all these things. And we just go out and make sure everything's full, take people's plates if they're done, check the coffee. I'm drinking coffee now. Coffee is awesome. It's a problem, but it's just a weird circle of events bringing back to Gilmore Girls. There's a lot of inns and hotel stuff. Like Lorelai Gilmore owns an inn and then goes to another inn, and they're obsessed with coffee. So I feel like part of the family finally. I have a season and a half, by the way. Very excited. And Jody is on the last season of Gilmore Girls. So we have that in common and that to talk about when she's not talking about boys she's sleeping with. But anyways, so more about the job, being that it's 14 minutes. Okay, well, it's a very tiny building. It's a Holiday Inn Express, so people are just going in and out all the time. Innuendo. But there's like 10 people that work here, and I'm one of the 3 guys that worked there as well, which is normal because it's mostly housekeeping, and that's traditionally a female thing. I'm used to that. There's a maintenance guy named Luis who doesn't speak much English and hates Halloween because it's a devil holiday and openly talks about it to everyone, which is fine. And then there is Steve, the manager, who has only been here for like 8 months. He worked at the Inn on the Lake, which is by the lake in Canandaigua, for like 8 years. And I'm like, whoa. But yeah, apparently they haven't hired anybody in like a while. So like I had to do paperwork and orientation stuff after my first day. And that took like 2 hours of paperwork because they're new at everything and stuff. I don't know. I love it though. I am actually not looking forward to laundry that much, which is ironic. But apparently, like I've seen the laundry room and it's pretty much the same because it's a Holiday Inn, but like it's one person standing with like a big giant fan blowing on them, just folding sheets all day. I don't know. It seems very monotonous and boring compared to the always walking around checking food and stuff. And I just love, I don't know, I can't explain it, and I feel silly for saying I love my job because it's my 3rd day today, and I get in at 7 every morning, um, which is cool. Josh is taking me to work because he stays up all night, and then he goes to bed when I am at work, and then wakes up at 1, picks me up, and then comes back home, and he goes to work. And repeat. But today was the first day for that because Thursday and Friday he has the overnight thing, and he gets out of work at 7. It takes him 40 minutes to get home, so he can't take me obviously. So I have to wake up at 4 o'clock, shave, shower, eat food, walk at what time? 5:30? Yeah, 5:30 to for an hour's distance to get to the hub, which is where the bus is, and it picks you up at 6:30, and it takes you to Redmond's, which is right across from Holiday Inn, and I get there at 6:50, which gives me just enough time to change, because I don't like walking in my work clothes, I feel dirty and sweaty, so then I change and walk across the street, get there like 2 minutes late, but it's fine, because it's just a good, it's so nice, everyone's just nice, there's no backstabbing, there's no dirty looks. There's no verbal abuse like there was at the Auburn one. There's no daughter mom boss rivalry against every other associate. There's no like favoritism. It's just good. Like it's just nice. And there's okay, one more rant. In the Auburn Holiday Inn, there was daily meetings for every associate to talk about like the numbers and like, oh, you guys are doing good and that stuff. That's it. And then they scatter and do their own thing. This one, every Friday they have a meeting, which is a lot more nicer. And they congratulate like everyone, and there's a associate of the week, like a star associate that the staff actually votes on, and you get like a $10 check. And there's like a pumpkin contest last week that I just saw the end of, and there's a Jack Skellington pumpkin, just painting pumpkins. There's a contest for it. What? I don't know. It's just a nice environment. Oh my god, and I get, along with the coffee, which I get free unlimited amounts of, I get free breakfast. Anyone in the hotel can eat, like staff, guests. That was a noise. Did you hear that noise? The neighbor's doing things. Um, but guests can get food. Why is everyone sneezing over there? Guests can get food. Staff can get food. It's amazing. I've eaten muffins like there's no tomorrow. Just kidding. I've had 2 past 3 days. But coffee, so good. I don't taste it. I just have the sugar and the French vanilla creamer thingy, but delicious. Nothing else to talk about. Nothing else. And I had my first day off yesterday, and it was fun. It felt like a normal day because I get out. I forgot to mention that breakfast ends on the weekdays from 7 to 9:30, and then on the weekends it ends at 10 in the morning. So then we just have to clean, which is like takes like an hour to an hour and a half of cleaning, and then I can leave. Simple as that. It also makes room for me to do laundry maybe after, or houseman, which is the commercial job that I did at Holiday Inn, where Carol, the one who put the good word for me in, I see her all the time, by the way. But she does houseman. But if she were to like call off or a day off, I could do that. Like, I want more shifts here because I don't want to get like cut out of the thing. I know that's weird because right now I'm working 5 days because I'm training, but that's going to be lowered to like 2 days to 3 days to like 4 days. Not much. So I don't want to be pushed out of the schedule. I want to be consistent. So I actually like the job. And blah, blah, blah. I like the people. So that's the thing. Anyways, today is Sunday. I worked till noon. Woohoo! Just 5 hours. Anyways, write down things. That's what I do. What are we at? 20 minutes? 21. You're not gonna watch this. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you for being curious. I didn't want to tell you through text because I wanted you to watch the video to hear how anxious I was about the phone call, and I didn't want to spoil, like, oh, because then you'd be like, oh, just like that. And I just texted my mom because she texted me. Oh, she texted me back, I think. I don't want to play a game. Get out of there. She was all like, hey, how's your job? And I was like, man, I work at Holiday Inn now because she thinks I work at Tops. Tops is just bad. I don't know. Anyways, it wasn't bad. It was very nice, but it was just not for me. So anyways, 20 minutes later, I'm gonna eat food and watch Gilmore Girls because that is the life. Ooh, Pepsi. Not Pepsi. Anyways, I will see you soon, hopefully. I mean, my work schedule is like bleh, but when I get money, we're going out to lunch. Yeah, we are. Anyways, have a good day. Text me when you can. Love you so, so much. So much. I don't know, I'm tired. I'm hyper, but I'm tired at the same time. Anyways, have a good day. Goodbye.